There's a concerning problem in Guilford County tonight. Too many foster kids and not enough foster homes. Good evening, I'm Chad Silber.
And I'm Sydney Moore. It's forcing the Department of Social Services to house some of the kids in the DSS office building. WFMY News 2's Denise McMiller learned how the problem got so bad.
There are so many factors at play. DSS leaders say they're seeing more kids in need of foster homes than ever before, while also dealing with the decline in foster families. On top of that, shelters don't have enough beds for kids with high-level needs.
Some lights at the Guilford County Department of Social Services building in Greensboro are staying on after hours. In an effort to keep kids from sleeping on the streets, DSS has a handful of kids temporarily staying in their office spaces until workers can find somewhere better.
We do not leave children alone in the building. We make sure that staff is present and that those staff are trained and able to care for them. We try to make it as home-like as we can. Obviously, this is an office setting, and so it's not going to feel like home.
Julie Smith works for DSS. Over the past year, she says this has become a consistent need. Within a month's time, she says fewer than 10 kids are coming in. Right now, there are 2 kids sleeping in their offices.
It's stressful for the children. It's stressful for our staff. And it's just not the level of service that we want to provide for kids, especially when they're going through trauma and have likely been through a lot of trauma already in their life.
Smith says the kids staying in their offices have high-level needs like behavioral, mental, intellectual, or developmental disabilities, so they can't stay in congregate living settings. And most are teens.
And that can often be a hard group to place both in foster care and adoption. And then you also have sometimes sibling groups. We really want to keep our sibling groups together. And transparently, sometimes the child does not want to go into the placement that they need. We want to provide the accommodations that prevent more trauma and provide healing for them. And so sometimes that's working with the child to say, okay, you want to stay here? We're going to stay here tonight.
DSS is working with the Guilford County Board of Commissioners to come up with solutions. Commission Chair Skip Austin says this is not acceptable, but the best option they've got.
We have allocated some of our ARPA funds in order to try to increase the pay, number one, for those parents who would take in the foster kids into their homes. And also we're looking at other alternatives as far as being able to locate the kids with a close relative, a grandparent, an aunt, a cousin, so we won't have to take them out of the environment that they're used to. So we're exploring different options.
Very sad news for those children, but county commissioners will talk about this issue during a retreat tomorrow to figure out what to do. Meantime, if you'd like to help, visit the county's foster parent page.